us need food and household products. Items like toilet paper, shampoo, dish soap, and food for meals are essential to everyone. Many of us do not think we have enough money to provide for all the things we need. But the truth is, there are smarter ways to budget and shop that can make getting everything you need possible on a tight income. My family of 6 lives on only $25 per person per week. The tools I'm going to give you today can help stretch your grocery budget and give you success without having to become an extreme couponer or starve to death. Today, I will teach you to plan your monthly grocery needs, budget according to your needs, and comparison shop. So let's start by looking at how to determine what you need. The first thing that you have to do is take a month and just watch what you use. Keep track of how many bottles of shampoo you go through, how much dish soap you use, how much toilet paper you use, and what kind of meals you generally eat each week or each month. So in my house, I know we have spaghetti every other week. My daughter would have it every week if I let her, but we have it every other week. So I know when I plan my budget, spaghetti has to be on my grocery list every other week. I have 2 big dogs. I know that I have to buy dog food once a month, or I don't have 2 big dogs. There are things that I know I go through. So you spend a whole month and you just track what you use. You evaluate how much you use, and then you kind of look at, can I scale back on this a little? Do I really need to drink a gallon of milk a day? Because I know people who do, and that's a lot of milk. Do I need that? You look at, can I scale back a little bit? And then you look at, okay, what do I think this is going to cost? So once you figure out what you need to look at what your budget and what you can afford. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to list out all your monthly bills. What do you pay for power, phone, gas, all of those essentials, internet, whatever it is you need, what do you pay and what does that equal? Now, after your paycheck, how much is left? Before you plan grocery, you're going to account for some fun money. Here's the thing. You're going to use it anyways. You're going to go to the movies, you're going to stop at McDonald's for breakfast, you're going to stop at Starbucks for a coffee. If you budget for it, you're not robbing from anything else when you spend it. So you're going to budget some fun money. After that, look at what you have left for groceries. If you know there's no way I can afford to live on that, then you're going to go back to your budget, look at your bills, and see if there's anything you can scale back on. Can you carpool with someone and save money on gas? Do you really need as high of a phone plan as you have, or can you live on less data? You have internet, can you be on Wi-Fi, save some data, stuff like that. Do you need the football package on your TV? Look at things that maybe you can live without and cut back, and then plan your grocery budget. So, now that you know what you can spend on groceries, how do you know what things cost? Well, that is my favorite part. My favorite part is once a quarter, I take a list and I go to Walmart, Safeway, Costco, Winco, and Grocery Outlet, and even the Dollar Tree. I look at all of the items, I take my list of everything I buy every month, and I go compare. I don't buy anything. I go to these stores and I write down what's it cost per unit. So what does hamburger cost per pound? What does milk cost per gallon? What does this cost per ounce? You look at per unit, what does it cost? Not in whole, because Costco sells things in bulk. Their prices are going to be different, but it may be cheaper. I buy my frozen chicken at Costco. It's cheaper there than anywhere else. It's it's like half the price. It's an amazing deal. So once you know what it costs, then you can look and say, okay, this week I want spaghetti. Sauce is cheaper here, this is cheaper here. Is it worth making 2 trips? For us, Winco's an hour away. It has to be really worth it to drive that far. Occasionally it is, but normally what I do is I plan my Winco trips around when I'm going to be in that town anyways. And so I budget, like Winco sells the kind of Chinese sauces that we like, and we can only buy them there. So if I know I'm going to be up there for a football game or something for the school, I say, all right, I can buy Chinese food. We'll put Chinese food on the menu this week. And I plan that way. The other thing I do is I refuse to coupon. I hate standing in line behind extreme couponers. If you are one, I'm very sorry. But I do use my Safeway app, and I get on there and I add the things that are on sale so that when I go to the store, I just run my card. It takes all of those off for me. I usually save $30 to $40 at Safeway, and it takes money off my gas cost. How do you refuse? I also use the Walmart app where you scan your receipt, And whatever money you could have saved by buying it elsewhere, they put into a thing for you and you can cash it out occasionally. How do you say no? All you do is take a picture of your receipt. Come on. So those things help a lot. But knowing what things cost can save you from making mistakes. When you walk into Safeway and it says milk's on sale, 2 for $5, and you're like, oh, 2 for $5, 2 for anything, sounds like a great deal. But at our Walmart, milk is $1.99. So that's not a better deal. I know that because I shop every week. So my list tells me this is cheaper somewhere else, and I only write down non-sale prices. So I know this is what it always costs at this store. So when I go into shop, I'm not making mistakes of buying more than I need or spending more than I need to because I know it costs cheaper somewhere else. So my normal stops are Dollar Tree, Safeway, and Walmart. Once a month, I hit Costco and Winco for meat. And again, Winco's only if I'm going to be up in the area. And some essentials that we can't buy anywhere else, like coffee's cheaper at Costco, the kind of coffee we buy. So once a month, I'll pick it up there. And it usually has to be on my list later, but I only make the trip once a month because it's out of town. Planning things like that can help save you money. When I lived in Oregon, we were on food stamps. We got $600 for food a month. I have cut my food cost and my household cost almost in half from what I used to spend when the state gave us money. Granted, now I have my own money, I have to plan for that better, but let's be honest, cutting it in half, that's a big deal. And my kids will tell you we live better now than we did then. So using these tools, identifying your needs, budgeting out and comparison shopping can save you hundreds of dollars a year. And to me, it's worth the time and effort to do. So now that I've given you the tools, it's your job to go out and try them and just find success. We live on $5 per person per day. Pretty amazing.